Well, Merry Christmas. I forgot to make a video about this. I just get so tired and I forget about some of these shenanigans go on while I'm out and about driving around. Drive around like usually 12 hours a day. I'm usually out. I usually don't get back till 7. I usually knock on the first door at 7 a.m. But 7's early. I usually get back at 8:30 or 9. I usually have to stop on the side of the road and sleep for like an hour. I fall asleep driving back home, but that's just how much time I spend doing this stuff because of how much money I need. I take enough serves and cover areas for this larger business that these large credit card lawsuit law firms use to do service a process. So it's my choosing. It's no one making me do anything, but I enjoy it. I enjoy, the regimented element of it, of getting up every morning. I print the files, I put everything in order, get my day ready, my lunch, my second lunch, my whatever. I had to pack like low calorie stuff so that I don't gain weight. I've lost weight actually driving around and eating these little lunches. I've lost like 15 pounds. There's certain things you eat that just make you feel less hungry. But anyways, I knocked on this lady's door and some guy came out and he says, "Oh no, let me go get her." And then she comes out and she tried to argue that I didn't know enough about the documents. She said, "Well, what is this in regards to?" I said, "Well, there's been a complaint filed in a court of law alleging that you owe money. And it's my duty to deliver the documents to you so you can see exactly what is involved and what that entails. Service of process. We don't have to read your documents." She goes, "Oh, yes, you do." I go, "What? I can." "Wait, what?" "Here, these are your documents. You already said you're the person. I just have to give them to you." She goes, "I'm not accepting those." And she goes to turn around and go in. I mean, okay, it's fine. Like I don't mean to make her sound like some horrible person because she doesn't want to accept the documents. That's a common thing. But when I, as a process server, ascertain that someone is who I'm looking for at that address, they meet the age range, it's done. So if they don't take them in their hand, you put them on the ground and say, "Those are the documents, you've been served," and walk away. Well, I did that. I said, "Ma'am, see these documents?" I said, "I'm required by law to put them right here." She turned and saw it, like, okay, so she saw where I was setting them. That's one of the key things, get someone's attention so they know exactly that you left the documents. Okay, they say as a general rule, just drive away after you do that. Well, now I really get the reason why I didn't. But I really get the reason why they say that. I got in the car and she would start talking about how what I was doing was illegal and I don't know. I don't even know what all she was saying. I made a mistake as I was walking away to stop and try to say, "Well, no, those are your documents. I don't have to know everything about them. It's just you." She goes, "This is illegal. I'm filming you. I hope you know everything you're doing is on film and you're a criminal." I go, "Okay, what?" I said, "Okay, whatever, lady. Have fun." I said, "Have fun." I mean, that's not. It was just like automatically out of my mouth. It's not egregiously unprofessional of a type of thing to say, but it was just not. I didn't think it was automatic. And I got in my car. She goes, "Have fun? Have fun?" Oh, shit. So, for whatever reason, I didn't just get in and drive away. I looked at my phone to like enter in the little entry. So it was still near where the longitude and latitude GPS was. So I'm looking at my phone. All of a sudden, whoo, she pulls my door open. My window's all the way up. She pulls it open and throws the documents in at me. For whatever reason, I had enough coffee within 20 minutes prior. I hopped up. "What, are you crazy, lady?" She gets back up in my face. "Yeah, I am fucking crazy." It was this thing. I back away, back to my car. Go, "I'm calling the cops." Get on my phone like this. I don't call the cops. I made a commitment years ago to just never call the cops about anything unless there's like somebody with guns involved, right? Some shit, someone got shot. 911, like, well, whatever. I couldn't think of anything. I was too caffeinated. It was the end of the day. I had been driving for like 13 hours. It was like, I think it was my 34th attempt for the day at different houses. I try to do 40 a day. 40s. It was like my 31st or something. So I called the cops, and then I tell them what happened, and they go, "Sir, are the people Mexican or black?" I go, "What?" Just like a side note, totally took me off guard. I go, "What? No, what?" And then she goes, "Are you drinking or using drugs?" And the whole place smelled like marijuana, right? And so I said, "No, no, I really don't think so. No." I just was mad, that she opened my door. It's not a fucking big deal. I obviously wasn't injured by some documents. It's You're not supposed to do that shit. You're not supposed to pull someone's door open, but I should have driven off in the first place and driven off in the second place rather than calling the cops. But my automatic physical instinct was to hop out of the car. And then, so I stood there, like I try to stay on the phone, like not breaking continuity with the phone in my ear. And the lady's like, "Okay, sir, we'll be right out." "Okay, sir, we'll be right out." I was like, I didn't want to say anything because I thought they were right there listening and videotaping me. I'm like, "Hey, lady, I'm trying to act like I'm still on the phone with you." And so I hang up the phone and I go, and I decide to videotape them. They're like, "We're videotaping you," like in and out the window, like a freaking Aryan standoff, play off of Mexican standoff. Because this is Lake Elsinore. It's some fucking random white people, construction workers. They seem more surferish. Whatever. A lot of construction workers surf also, but then the guys come out and for whatever reason, this little bitch part of me said in. I'm like, oh, no, you didn't. Like, I go over there, I videotape their license plates. I go, yeah, have fun. Come out in the street now and get a DUI too. And they're like, "What? You fucking talking shit?" And these guys all come out into the street. I should have been not there, okay? I just turned into like a 12-year-old Frenchman. And the guy's like, he goes, "I don't even smoke shit, you dumb motherfucker." I go, "Yeah, right. You smell like weed." He goes, "You can't have a job like me. Mine is smoke marijuana." I go, "I don't even believe you have a job." I said it like that. I said it in this stupid fucking way to piss him off. All I could think of is the only thing to do to get these guys to be here doing something stupid while the cops show up is to stall them and piss them off right now. I turned to this little fucking bitch. I pissed these guys off. Like, they did almost stay. It was a full 5 minutes. Well, I forgot my camera was on, and I put it in my pocket. And I have the whole thing. I'm such a little bitch. These guys, they're calling me a bitch too. I'm like, "I'm not a bitch. I'm not a pussy." No, they're calling me a pussy. Like, "Look at me in the eyes, pussy." And I'm like looking at him sideways, being a bitch, but getting ready to fight, but not like tensing up. So I was looking for like motion on the side of my eye, and it was like right at sunset. Herbalife tea, man. I blame it on the Herbalife tea. That shit is strong. You can accidentally make it too strong. And fucking, I was standing there with the phone when the cops weren't on, when I was trying to pretend like it was the cops, and all I had going on in my mind was, dee, dee, dee. Like, dee, dee, dee. I had no thought in the world other than that. I had no thought. I was like, I am not doing the right thing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like standing here like an idiot in the middle of the street, waiting for like 10 guys to run out of a house. Fucking A. So I left, and then the cops sent me a text message later like, "Do this. Oh, fuck. Don't respond if you need us still." No fucking way. Like, I don't know why I called the cops. I don't know why I didn't just leave. Note to self, fucking really never call the cops. Like, just fucking avoid shit. I didn't think that she was that fucking mad, so I didn't think I really needed to drive away. It was a tiny thought. Now it's going to be my protocol. If I have to drop serve, that's what it's called, drop serve. put documents on the ground, I'm going to drive away. So I guess I technically antagonize these guys. If they were the subject, it could be considered harassment. So that was why I sort of like said some bitchy shit to them about getting a DUI. Because they weren't the subject. It's stupid. It's fucking bad. Bad logic on my part. It's how I used to be when I would drink. Bad logic about conflicts. You know, because of no real actual athletic fear of losing. It's not that I can't lose a fight. It's just I don't have any actual physical fear of it. But then knowledge that I can't really just like get down automatically. I can't like use physicality automatically. Getting these little pissing matches. That's what I'm trying to stop doing. That's it. Merry Christmas.